Hey guys, Papa Fix It here, back with another one. We got the Grave Digger in the shop. Tomorrow is Monster Truck Throwdown in Swedesboro, New Jersey. We're wanting to go there, and Wes likes to drive his truck around. He's got some friends that he meets there, and it's a good old time. So, of course, we get it out, and what does it do? Not work. Bomber, right? So, anyway, this might be a little bit of a last look at what this truck was, what it started as. This was an evolution to get to this point. There was a few iterations and phases of it, but it's quite the little machine here. So we currently got it running on 36 volts of Milwaukee lithium power here. There's an East Coast Power Up DIY ESC. It's an electronic speed controller that basically gives you a variable throttle, which currently does nothing. The brake works. You can hear the relay activate when we do that. Should be getting some of the same action with the pedal. So I'm not entirely sure what happened here. We definitely ran it hot a little bit. Well, actually I had the motor disconnected, so it wouldn't work anyway, but we ran it hot. We basically welded these terminals. I had to break them off there. You can see they got ran hot. There's some damage. So, you know, hey, race and brake stuff, so that's what it is. Unfortunately, these are discontinued now. My buddy Wes at East Coast Power Up, not sure why he discontinued them, but, you know, he's got a lot of stuff going on too, I'm sure, so it's difficult to deal with, you know, troubleshooting these complicated messes for everyone's Power Wheels builds. But anyway, here's mine, and tomorrow's race day. Not really, just for fun, but so what am I going to do to make this thing run? Well, I think I'm going to be just ripping all these electronics out. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it. It should mostly be staying together on this board, and I can just take a few things off and keep it mostly intact and try and just transfer a few things over. And then I do have this little doodad here. Let's see. I think this is a PWM. I'll check. It's a motor controller of some variety that I found on the flea bay. So no markings on the terminals themselves, just this piece of paper that I better not lose. So maybe I should etch these or something. So it's just got a little forward and reverse switch, and then an on-off switch, and then this is the pedal. Seems like it should be pretty simple, just a few wires to hook up. I believe this one had enough juice to move the motor we have on here. Got a 1,000 watt 36 volt motor, which is kind of uncommon configuration. Most of the 1,000 watts are 46 volts. 48 volts rather. So this one packs a little bit of extra juice in there out of those 36 volts, and it moves pretty good. That one's fairly fresh. I don't think we smoked that one out. I think we're on our third or fourth motor. My boy pushes it pretty hard. He breaks stuff. It's fun. So let's see, where are we at? Showing about 40.66 volts, and then down the bottom right, the watt hours expended total looks like 6,891 watt hours have been used since I put this gauge in. I think your standard Milwaukee battery is like 150 or something like that. Look at the bottom of one of them. What does it say? 144 watt hours out of a 8.0. So he's ran through that, I don't know, a couple dozen times. Whew. Yeah, so other parts of it that aren't changing, we got the rack and pinion steering. Well, I'm gonna have to grease the steering on the front. That can get a little stiff. Removable steering wheel. Got the real BKTs. Got the soft shocks. Those are ones that I spec'd out and ordered a bunch. I still got some for sale if you guys got a grave digger like this and want to make yours ride a little softer. You know, the ones that come on are hard as a rock. They say 100 pound on them and they don't move at all. These ones are about, I think they're 63 pounds or so. A lot lighter. So yeah, here's my contraption. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of work on the electric here and hopefully get this thing working again for tomorrow. A lot of these wires are not pertaining to the ESC. Like, these all go to the little lights in the cab and like the eyes on the monster on the side. This is part of my gauge. I think that's called a stamp, something like that. Anyway, shunt maybe. So this is being used to measure the voltages and everything drawn. That's my little dash gauge up front. And then other ones go to the brakes and the throttle, so we'll see what I can eliminate and what will stay. All right, time for a little bit of surgery.